Welcome back to Exploration and Tactics with Brian. I am building an initial portion of the Skyrail, and while I've been up here building, I just had a brainstorm, which was, if we go back to the original Skyrail, I would build it high up in the sky so that skeletons wouldn't be able to shoot at me, for example. Although there were cases as I was going over mountains where I would be low enough that the skeletons would be able to fire at me and cause some entertainment, as I recall. But it just occurred to me that when I did need to get down, back in the original Exploration and Tactics, I would use a water bucket as an easy way to get down from the Skyrail. However, given the structure of this particular Let's Play, I don't have access to water buckets currently at the moment. I think that is all of my cobblestone that I had on me. I chose not to use any slabs, and so I was just using full bits of cobble, but I won't be able to craft a bucket until we buy a bunch of other recipes, and so I'm not going to be able to use a bucket to get down. Ooh, I see some pumpkins over there. And so I don't think I have a good way down other than Ender Pearl. I guess I could use that as kind of a one-way trip down, and then build a ladder back up to the Skyrail in various parts. But I didn't really think that through, is basically what it comes down to. And so I'm not sure that the Skyrail is terribly practical just yet. But I'll worry about that at some point in the future. In any case, just starting to build over here. It's also the case that without any farm animals anywhere nearby, my food system is going to become a little bit dire. And so I ought to spend a little bit of time expanding the very tiny farm that I have over here near spawn, and so I'm trying to find a few more seeds. And actually, you know what? I do have a bunch of bones back at home, and so I should use them, but I'll do them in the morning. For now, I think I will go and build rails and make some powered rails and get this portion of the Skyrail operational, even if I don't have a way to get down. I had forgotten just how much fun it is to be up here building the Skyrail at night and have the opportunity to just kind of watch mobs spawning and despawning on the ground below me. It really gives you a good sense of Minecraft monster spawning and despawning mechanics, if you're not too familiar with them. And also, it's just, I don't know, it's pretty peaceful. I think I'm far enough up. Yeah, there's a skeleton down there, and there's no signs that he is alerted to my presence at all. And so I can just stay up here so long as my finger doesn't fall off the shift key. I ought to be fine. And so it's a very peaceful way to pass the night, especially for a Minecraft character who does not yet have the means to craft a bed. We're about halfway through this night, but I've placed all of the rails to the end of where I've built. Cobblestone is still the resource that I am short on, and so I think in the interest of gathering some more, I am just going to pick another random spot to dig another tunnel down, and hopefully we can do so safely at night. Last time I dug down over there, and so this time I think I'll dig down over here somewhere. I'm going to place a couple of torches just kind of on the way down my hill. But now that I actually have some speed, I'll just try to run away from some bad guys. Perhaps run to over here. Actually, is there some kind of cave system over here? There is. Let's hop down into this cave and see if we can mine up, oops, ouch, some more cobble and find some other good resources as well. Now that I actually have some speed, I can actually get away from creepers enough that I can keep them from exploding. I'm just mining out some resources downstairs. There isn't much time until it's going to be daytime back on the surface, and I would like to continue to expand my farm, because I do think food is going to be very important in the near term, and so I plan to head back upstairs to do that next. It is daytime once again. I've come home to grab the bones that I have. 13 should actually be plenty. Need to go ahead and eat another of my precious pork chops. Oops. And then take unnecessary fall damage, which is always smart. But with 39 bits of bone meal here, I ought to be able to expand my farm significantly. I managed to get 19 pieces of wheat, and so that should stave off starvation for the moment. And I suppose Baking bread is going to give me another achievement as well. So now I have a little bit extra. It occurred to me that there's another way to potentially get down from the Skyrail, and that is to use gravity blocks. And so if I grab some gravel, I ought to be able to use that to get down. And actually, if I do that combined with having some ladders, I can probably do a ladder drop on the way down. I think ladders are still rather expensive to make. 21 ladders. I actually built the Skyrail at a height of 111, like Lorgon 111, and like the fact that we're in Minecraft 111, which I thought was kind of clever. But that means we're probably like 30 or 40 blocks above the ground for the most part. I think I'm going to need more wood in order to make all the ladders that I would need to kind of get up and down from different parts of the Skyrail at this point. And so perhaps I better go chop down a few more trees before we get started. It started to snow once again. I don't have enough gold for the powered rails that I would need in order to actually make the Skyrail functional just yet. Item repair. However, it is the case that there's still a bit that is yet unexplored in the cave that I dug down. Where was the entrance to this cave, actually? I think it was right over here. Yeah. Let's try to make that a little bit more visible by adding a few more torches over here that will cause the grass over here to melt so that I'll be able to see this a bit better. But let's head back down into this cave system and see if we can find some gold. A little bit more iron and cobblestone wouldn't hurt either. Back down in this cave. Right, there was the zombie spawner. There was a branch that I did not go down. Actually, there's one down here that has some gold. I was thinking I didn't go this way, but we can get there in a little bit. Oops, oh, hello. Fell right down here, be careful. There's some gold. Here's a bad guy. And let's see, he should just be a 3-hit kill, I think, at this point with the strength capabilities that I have. So that is not bad. I saw that I almost fell in a hole there. Another Enderman could be another Ender Pearl, and I don't feel like I'm at risk. Oh, well. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm at risk from any other monsters, so we might as well go ahead and grab that. Interesting. If I haven't looked at him, does he not get angry at me? Is that a change, or is that a bug? With Minecraft, who knows? But in any case, we killed the Ender Pearl. Killed the Enderman, but did not manage to get an Ender Pearl, unluckily. But it does look like we can continue going down over here, and I'm down pretty low at this point, actually. I'm already down at Y of 16, so we might actually find some diamonds, although there's not a whole lot that we could do with them just yet. I guess a diamond axe would be a pretty nice weapon, potentially. I, of course, do not have a water bucket, so let's try to stay away from the lava. I won't be able to craft a bucket for quite some time. I see. Okay, so this is here. And if I go back this way, here is the gold. And for right now, it's quiet enough that I think I can go ahead and mine this up. But I always hear a zombie whenever I'm over in this direction, so perhaps there is a zombie dungeon somewhere around here. Time will tell. For the moment, until he finds me, I'll be content to keep doing some mining. The redstone will also be useful for constructing the powered rails. Okay, creeper, I see you. I see another creeper, and I see a zombie. Okay. At this point... Oh boy. Yikes, okay. Well, that's one way to kill a zombie, is to let a creeper finish him off. There was another creeper somewhere, and I've already lost track of where he is. That could easily be the death of me. Was he back down over this way? He was. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and try to get rid of him. See some lapis down there. Still have not spotted any diamonds just yet. And I hear a skeleton, but don't see him. It looks like with all the lava around here, we shouldn't encounter that many mobs. Without the bucket, I'm extremely accustomed to having a water bucket whenever I'm doing just kind of like this type of low-level caving in Minecraft. And so that was one of the reasons that I chose to make the bucket be so late in the recipes we can purchase list, so that I would have to spend a bit of time in this world without a bucket in order to just kind of put me out of my comfort zone. And so I think that'll be kind of like a good thing from the point of view of being exciting and being good practice, but it definitely does make me nervous, even if we do have keep inventory on. I don't want to take deaths, and I hadn't decided if there was going to be any kind of death penalty apart from just losing my coins, which we already saw was a significant death penalty with my first death. Doesn't look like you have a way to find your way over here, so I'm not going to worry about you just yet. And the skeleton is probably the main thing to worry about back over in this direction, since I don't know where he is. So let's see if we can locate that guy. It sounds like he's in this direction. He might have been pushed by the water stream down into here somewhere. Although I think he would have fallen into some lava if he did. I don't see him there. Oh, God. Yikes. Speaking of being pushed by the water. Oh, the skeleton is down there. I see him now. He did not spot me, which works out in my favor. He was down at the bottom. I think I might have just passed some gold. Let's just continue to madly light things up as fast as possible. I'll choose to mine blocks rather than place them. Hey, another dungeon! And it looks like it might be another skeleton dungeon even. Alright, let's make sure we have enough light in here that no one's going to spawn. Yes, it is indeed another skeleton dungeon. Let me go ahead and get the coordinates of this one as well. Skeleton dungeons are very valuable, but this is going to enable us to get another upgrade, I do expect. So let's go ahead and grab some coins. We're up to 210 coins. 410 coins, yes. Let's now buy the next recipe, which will enable us to craft a bed. And so if I click on this, bed turns green. We've spent our coins, and I can now craft a bed. The next thing that we'll be able to craft if we buy another recipe is an anvil, which will be a nice upgrade eventually. So that was super fortunate. Let's continue to spelunk around. I should probably eat some bread to heal up, since there are some dangerous enemies afoot. There is another Enderman over here, and I think I am going to continue to kill them. I'm curious to see once again if I don't look at this guy and I just manage to hit him, if he'll get angry at me. He got angry at me, but perhaps he had a line of sight to me when he did, since I wasn't hitting him from kind of inside a little shelter. And so maybe they can only get angry at you if they have line of sight or something? I'm not sure. I enjoy trying to come up with hypotheses that kind of match what I'm seeing in the game. But I'll need more data points. Item repair, Improve our iron axe, and I believe somewhere up here in the wall I saw... Oh, I thought this was gold that I saw in the wall, but it looks like it's just some more iron. But that's okay, more iron means more rails for the Skyrail, but I really need the gold at this point, because the powered rails, in order to kind of get my staircase from my base kind of up to the height of the Skyrail at height 111, the powered rails are the thing that I'm really short on right at the moment. I hear another zombie somewhere in this area. There is some dark space up there, but that doesn't sound like exactly where the zombie is. Maybe he's caught in a water stream somewhere over in this corner. Yes, he is. Okay. So let's go ahead and get rid of him. Yes, there is another dark cave behind here. So that'll be the next place that I try to explore. Let's be wary of creepers that might be creeping, especially back behind here. I could imagine being a good place for them to spawn and hide. But it looks like we might be safe. Does this go... I see, this circles back around somewhere that I've already lit up, but there's more to go down here. So let's check this out as well. I'm surprised there's a whole lot that has been down around near layer 16 so far that I have explored, but I still haven't spotted any diamonds. But maybe I ought not be surprised, because diamonds can be hard to find in this game. And, oh, hello, creeper. Yeah, before I have too many other enemies in play. Okay, that is fine. Let's go ahead and deal with you. And thought I heard another creeper for just a moment there. Alright, here he is. Was it paranoia, or did I actually hear the footstep? Honestly, I'm not sure. But I definitely have more confidence now that we have less weakness and an iron axe. I can definitely kill these guys in 3 swipes, as long as I get some crypts. Hey, red mushrooms! Red mushrooms are something that I have not had, and I can use them as part of a food source as well. And I forget... okay, I definitely want the gold down here. I forget if you can grow... I hear a Enderman, like, right through the wall over here. Or maybe it's over here. Let's see if we can find this Enderman really quick. I forget if you can grow red mushrooms, if you can plant them on things other than mycelium and podzol very easily. Oh, gosh, okay. He almost just walked right in front of us. I don't know why I'm going after the Enderman so much. Feels almost like I'm trying to play some Minecraft bingo or something. I do not have much of a ceiling over here, so this could be extremely dangerous. Yeah, I should probably do at least that before I do this. Okay, he's angry. He'll come over here. Unlucky. No ender pearl there. And we are running lower on food. Okay, there's more gold down here, and I passed the gold and the red mushrooms. Wow, more gold over here. Okay, this is actually pretty great. I think at this point I should probably kind of count my blessings. Yeah, there's a scary looking ravine over there, so I'm just going to box that out for right now. I think I should pick up all the resources that I've managed to find and head home. I think I will, after I collect all this gold, have enough to get another portion of the Skyrail going. I should really head home, but this is such a great cave. I just want to see if possibly there's any diamonds hiding over here somewhere. Can also fix a couple of lighting glitches. Alright, it does look like it's still a little bit scary in terms of ceilings, because there's definitely a spot that some mobs could be spawning up there. Ah, sadly not seeing any diamonds, though. Oh, and this does cycle around. I see my own torch over there. Yeah, I've definitely gotten a little lost sight of where I've been circling around in all these caves. But we definitely have a good cave system over here to find some good resources. Alright, I finally got the resources out of there. I'm quickly coming hello. Coming over here to grab some red mushrooms, which hopefully I'll be able to grow and harvest. Maybe you need a dark spot in order to plant them, actually, if you don't have mycelium or podzol. We could... Oh, gosh. Okay, there's a lot of bad guys over there. Let's just go a different way. Ooh, I think I heard the creeper shoot the skeleton. Other way around. Skeleton shoot the creeper. Yep. I was just waiting to see if I was going to hear the explosion. That might actually work in our favor, so I'm going to run back over here. Get a free piece of cobblestone, and then just quickly run over here and see if there's anything else particularly great. It looks like this is just kind of leading into another ravine kind of area. Alright, I have a lot of stuff in my inventory that I wouldn't mind getting home, so let me try to make it back home safely. Ooh, I just heard one of those weird sounds again. Is that a villager zombie? I think. I'm still not familiar enough with the sound. I haven't heard it in a few episodes. But I think that might be what it is. It is really unsettling. And I'm not hearing it anymore right now. I kind of want to just go explore so that I can get more familiar with what that sound is. Hello, spider. It's definitely somewhere this way. There it is again. Sadly, this is not taking me back home, which is where I was trying to go. But let's see. Ooh, diamonds! Hello! Alright. Well, perhaps these sounds were trying to lead me somewhere good. Okay, I think monsters will have trouble fighting that water current over there. And the same thing over there. So I think I'll be safe for the moment to grab my first diamonds. Achievement get! Diamonds, hooray! Looks like there's just a couple of them, but that's fine. Saving 3 for a diamond axe is probably the smartest thing to do in the early game here, seeing as I cannot make a diamond pick or a or diamond armor in the early game, just because I haven't gotten the recipes for either of those things, diamond armor or diamond pick. And now I've lost track of where I heard that strange noise. Let me try to go find it once again. Okay, I'm very scared of the sound, but I think it's over in this direction somewhere. And it definitely kind of has the sound of like a zombified villager, because if you think of the villager kind of noises, it kind of like sounds like that in a much lower and slower register. And so I imagine that is the new zombie villager sound. And it sounds like I'm really close to him. But it is definitely, I don't know, more... Oh gosh, there he is. Yep, that's what it is. Okay. Alright, he is dead. Yeah, it is definitely more frightening. That was a good sound for them to add, in my opinion. Maybe over time I will get used to that sound and it won't feel as scary to me as it does right now. But while that sound is kind of new to me, it's a very kind of like scary good sound. And so I like it a lot. Alright. Doesn't seem like there's anything else here. Let me really try to find my way back at this point. Item repair. Do. Hey, I actually recognize this place, and I think I never... No, I did take one from here. Did we find another zombie dungeon? I feel like I found one more dungeon that I forgot to count. Yeah, we found another skeleton dungeon somewhere. And I forgot to add it to my list of dungeons. So when I go back home, I will try to add that as well. Yes, and here's my staircase back home. Terrific. Sadly, it appears that I'm getting back home just as the sun is setting, which is less than ideal. But that's okay. I'm still happy to be back home and safe and able to store away some of my stuff. I think something that it would behoove me to have in the near future. Actually, while we're thinking about it, let's go ahead and add one more skeleton dungeon to our tally of dungeons. Is a clock. And so I'm going to cook up some gold so that we can have a clock. And I'll also cook up a whole lot more iron. And yeah, at this point I have a couple more stacks of cobblestone as well, and so I can continue to work on the Skyrail tonight at night. But I am going to use some of my gold to craft a clock, just because I like having that when I'm underground, so that I can intentionally time things a little bit better in terms of when I come back up above ground. The moon is about to set, and I have managed to construct more of the Skyrail. This is a nice opportunity to see where the dark spots are around my base, and kind of over here, it's still kind of dark on the back side of this little mountain, and so I'm going to add some light over here, just to help protect the base from monster spawns in the future. Oops, there's a skeleton over there who's going to be firing at us. That's okay. He will be dying shortly in the sunlight. There was a creeper afoot a moment ago. It's possible that he despawned. I wanted to see if this skeleton had dropped a bone. He did, and I had another bone from being downstairs. And I'll also just kind of survey around to see if there's any other bones on the ground. Is the creeper over here somewhere still? Let's keep our eyes open. But I want to work on the farm once again. Over that way? Yep, sure enough. Here's the creeper. Okay, great. Glad that I spotted him. Currently spotting him was not quite enough, but he just wanted to give me the gift of blocks. The dirt blocks could actually be useful for expanding the farm over here, so I'm not too upset with that. At this point, the Skyrail brings us all the way out to here, to where we can see some ice spikes, including some really cool ice spike pillars just off on the horizon, as well as a cool-looking ravine down there. So that could be a good place to try to head downstairs. But I have added some more powered rails and finally powered the line, and so let's give the very first ride on the Skyrail. There's still this weird bug where you're kind of like down inside a block, and so it causes the sky horizon to go all gray. So that's kind of unfortunate, but that's Minecraft for you. But here is the Skyrail that we have built thus far, and I'm pretty pleased with it. I feel like I've got a good view from up here. I'm at a height of currently 110.7, but if I were standing up here, it would be 111, which seems very appropriate for the series and Minecraft 111 here with Dr. Brian Lorgon 111. And so I'm very pleased with this aspect of the Let's Play thus far. And it brings me right back to my base. Terrific! Something I believe I have neglected to do is to actually craft a bed. I think I unlocked the recipe for it and then completely forgot about it afterwards. So let's go ahead and take some string and turn it into wool and make a bed. And I guess I'll just place it down here on the mountaintop. And we can actually sleep for the first time. And I think that's probably a good place to go ahead and call this an episode for today. I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Minecraft exploration and tactics, where we have actually got a working Skyrail. Bye-bye.